All right, people, check this shit out. Ready? Okay, so here is another premonition of mine. Listen, and I'll explain all the pros and cons. We'll get into this. It'll be a three-part thing maybe, but all right. Everybody's looking at these people who killed Tupac, right? Tupac Shakur, the rapper, is dead. Let's clarify something real quick for everybody. Again, listen to me closely. Tupac Shakur, the rapper, is dead. Okay? Amaru Shakur, the person, the soul, still very much alive. Obvious reasons here. Just listen for all you naysayers and AI people. Check his birth certificate. Dude, you know what? You can fake shit, but you can't fake a social security number. Check that social security number and see who it comes back to. I'll wait. Cancer victim. Okay? Look alike. Well, with that being said, let me tell you why I know he's dead and why he's protected. By whom? Okay? 50 Cent probably knows this shit too. A few rappers in the industry, actually. But if I'm right, then I'll still be protected. They can't hurt me because I'm a prophet, you know? I'm just telling people what's what. And people just tell me no all the time because I keep telling them I'm Matthias, last disciple of Jesus Christ. I know shit. I died. But let me get into my story, okay? Well, Snoop Dogg claims that he was at the hospital. He visited Tupac. You know, oh yeah. But then there's another story says he didn't, you know. He was going to. He didn't go to the Las Vegas show or shit like that. Why didn't you go? Because you knew that your boy, whoever, Orlando Anderson, that dude was in there, and he got his ass whooped. By whom? A red-wearing dude. Y'all are blue in the West Coast, you know what I'm saying? I ain't talking shit. I'm ruffling feathers. I'm just throwing a ball of yarn for you people to like actually pull. But check this out. So you weren't there. We'll get to why and everything, okay? Prior to that, you said there was a conflict between, Calvin said, Snoop, and these are everybody's words. Man, I said some shit about people being on the East Coast, then my people, or in another word, but you know what you said, Calvin, right? So check this out, right? You stood in the back of a plane with a fork and a butter knife or some shit. That was your own story. So there was already tension in the death row shit because what you said, you know? So, but we'll get to that. Let me tell you why again. So, everything's planned out. You knew the beef was there between already Puffy, Snoop, Puffy, Tupac, Biggie, all that, right? You know, this is what everybody didn't understand. You mastermind with Puff. Oh yeah, dude, remember? Those are your boys. You were over there. You were welcome over there. Oh yeah, dude, it was all a conspiracy. Listen to this shit. I saw it all, and you can't say no, Calvin, because in 1992, I'll keep going calling you Calvin because I respect you. I love you, I respect you, but let's call shit spade to spade. Listen to this. In 1992, Verbaums, you claim that you fucking died. You motherfucker shot you back, blah, blah, blah. You were in the hospital. Murder was the case that they gave you, I do believe, right? You, in fucking full detail, you go into about how this person said, bring your lifestyle to me, I'll make it better. You said, how long would you get? He said, eternal life and forever. It did happen for you, and that's cool, because everybody knows you. You're a household name, bro. And you know what else is weird? The Death Row label. The label that y'all were squashing over about who's going to go to East and West and own it, okay? And this is where Tupac even outlines it all, okay? You conspired. The only thing you failed on was that somebody had higher ups in the FBI. Somebody liked Tupac. Not to mention, dude, you couldn't hurt him because, one, you probably didn't know that he was, well, you probably did, but you didn't care, a political figure. His people were, you know, Black Panthers and shit. Yeah, you're a gang member, and that's cool, but you weren't taking none of that account. So the FBI was like, hey, dude, look, somebody has to go in this operation, Tupac, Biggie, and they hooked up and told Pac, hey, dude, your premonitions were right. These people who are conspiring against you, they did it. Now we'll flash forward, dude, to after Machiavelli. You were dead, bro. Pac was dead, bro, and then he made songs. This is after Hit 'Em Up. I'm coming for all you young cats. This is after Hit 'Em Up. He made I Ain't Mad At You. Watch that. Then you get past Tupac and Biggie, and then he sings about, and I quote, no more premonitions, but he sings about Better Holler At Me. Okay, there's one. And Ballad of a Dead Soldier. He talks about how he went to Castro because, and in Ballad Holler At Me, he talks about you. how you were cool with him. He took you under his skin. You know what I'm saying? Dude, Death Row was cool, but y'all weren't on a Pac level. For real though, let's and I'm not talking shit because I love Snoop. I love Death Row as a label. I love the way it came up. Suge Knight even helped, but yeah, look what happened to him. He tried talking too. He's got a little bit of hood still in him because he tried to talk, but then they shut his ass up. You ain't talking no more. Same thing with Keith Deef, whatever, dude, he admitted to it, and then he didn't admit to it. He said Puffy was going to give him $100 million, and then watch, dude, I'm telling you, the sky's the limit. Puffy's going to come out and be like, hey, now that 50 Cent made the documentary about Puffy and all them, just like Jeffrey Epstein. Dude, I'm telling you, Puffy's going to be linked to that shit too, watch. You think I'm joking, but the reason why they couldn't kill off Snoop either was because at the time he was such a good up and rising motherfucker too, and people liked him in industries. Like I said, yeah, dude, you've done crooked shit, but you had to get where you are. And Snoop changed his life around though. See, that's the shitty part. Snoop had grandkids, he got old, and dare I say, dude, he means well, but yes, dude, he sold his shit. People called that out long ago, though. You sold your soul for glamour, and then everybody had to get shut up for that shit, and that's why they don't really talk. I mean, yeah, I threw Calvin's name out there, but only because Jesus Christ actually blessed me, bro. I know I'm not making this up. I'm not gonna show you my scar on my stomach and shit, but I am Matthias again. I had to die, lose my grandma, become poor, live in a tent, all this shit. Okay. To fucking come to I got married, dude. I've been married for that many years. Still am. I mean, yeah, it's rough. I'm going through it, the endings, but to my happiness. But you'll see. But I call these things out because at the end, this is all I got. I'm already on my second life. I died when I first moved here. It was like 12 to be exact. Maybe 12, 13. Weird numbers. And then, just a few years ago, I crashed in my car, ruptured the intestine. Died. Ugh. But that one, dude, was worse because I was a minor then. You get a freebie when you're a kid. You know what I'm saying? You get a pass. That's why everybody's innocent. Children are innocent and shit. It's weird. They can see ghosts and shit because they're pure hearts. As you get older, you lose that shit. It's true. You become fucking a dick. But we'll get to that. Anyway. Dude, listen, everything adds up. Except for a few things. Listen. A few people did say that a chopper landed on the Vegas Strip. That actually was mentioned. You can go back if you do your research. Now, here's another tale, another side to it. Now, Suge Knight claims that he drove that car. He whipped that bitch like he was a Mario Kart, dude. And he said that he drove, I forgot how many miles exactly, to the hospital. Hold on, Pac, hold on. With the bullet that just gently grazed you. Right? But here's where that tale doesn't add up either. These motherfuckers were sitting out at the light right there. What they didn't know was there wasn't a camera, so you couldn't see it, the light camera. But they didn't count on people walking the street the way they did. When the cars rolled up, it wasn't timed perfectly, because it could have been. But the motherfucker already knew what was going to happen, so he already had everything set like jet. I'm going to fake these bullets. These people are going to, dude, it was already well in the way. Well, he knew. So, do that. Then Suge's like, hey, man. I saw Pac. He was good, bro. We laughed about it. He was gone. Laughs about it, puffs a cigarette. But if I know him, he's somewhere. You can't fake that. And like I said, yeah, I'm a little scared. People say that shit. But again, I did die. I hear fucking voices every day. It sucks. I wish I didn't. I'm not crazy. I do have a doctor. He knows who he is. And I explain that to him too. No voices want to hurt me. They don't tell me to do anything. But I hear them and I help them. I follow good Jesus morals, and yeah, man, it's crazy. I was blessed, bro. But blessed enough to be cursed, because see, nobody should have to know that. I saw that. When I say I see shit, dude, and know shit, I don't make it up. It's just like, and I'm probably sure that the real select few that actually really did die. None of those whiny bitches that say, or that you always hear tales, I died 5 times, I died 7 times. No, you did. See, that's your subconscious. You think you did. When you really do die, like I did, ask anybody who survived cancer that when they flatline or something, but really. And then they have a hospital record that can show you that shit. Boom. You'll notice because they'll be missing pieces of them. Whether it's their titties, from cancer, and I hope nobody gets that. That's a horrible one. Yeah, man, you lose shit when you die. That's the price, though. And I tell everybody, young bucks these days, you gotta pay a fucking fare, man. They don't never listen. Oh, by the way, listen. I was gonna walk to Walmart, but that shit is a little bit too far. And so I'm like, all right, I'll go to Wawa. I'll pick up a couple tea bags, like 4 of them, so I can make me and Lamy Jamie some tea in these size cups, okay? Because we have these size cups at home, 12 ounces. Or, 24. So I get in there, I'm picking them out, blah, blah, blah. The lady's like, oh, no, usually the teas are free, if you pay for the cup. So I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, because I'm trying to make some tea at home, and I didn't want to have to walk to Walmart. She said, oh, yeah. So she starts ringing these. She said I can have all 6 of them. 6 different types. And these little bit of lemons that are in here. But I only got 2. Sorry, because we'll get to that. And so anyway, I get up to the counter. And man, this bitch goes to bring me in. And as she rings it up, the bitch came out to $18. I'm like, hold up, what you doing? $18 for what? She was like, the teas. What you mean the teas? The lady over there said this. She was like, if I buy the cup, she was like, that's the thing. I charged you for the cup. You got this expensive one that was cheap, but the teas cost damn near $3. She said that she was like $2.79 a piece. And I looked down and I'm like, for the bags, the tea bags, same ones I can get a whole packet for. She was like, yeah, you can get assorted ones at one I'm like, for $5, you charge me $18. Dude, that was Wawa. I used to be cool with y'all. But how the hell are you gonna try to hit me up? And that shit ain't even name brand. It's not Tazo, none of that good shit. It ain't herbal ginger root, nothing. It was just plain ass, lame James fucking bullshit. Excuse my language, but that pisses me off. I can't do nothing, because like I said, the sun's coming up. I don't want to burn my fucking energy. That Wawa is like a half mile anyway from where I dwell in the slums of Shaolin. Never tell people where I really live, because that's how family and friends come over and they fuck your shit up. Sorry, you hear my cough. But yeah, man, like I said, my theories are real because you can't make that shit up. I said, I could go into more details with you, a few more, but y'all would still call me a liar and everything, you know what I'm saying? And for the people that say, oh, he's dead, all that other shit's AI. Listen, 90% of that shit, I say 97% of that shit, 98, all right, I'll give it to you, 98% of that shit is bullshit. But then you got that 2%, Jack. There's that 2%. And in one video, the motherfucker says, and I quote, he zooms in on the camera and he says, check the pores. Pores don't lie. Flips open a fucking ID, but it happens so quick, you can't really see it. And if that motherfucker is in Cuba still, all right, cool. You can't touch him because, once again, he has friends in high places, either the FBI, the CIA, you know what I mean? Oh, I know what you're thinking then. Really? But yeah, man, when you're a political figure like that, like Pac was, you meet friends, you get good people, and they will help your ass and get out. It's not against the law to fake your death. No. It's only, if Tupac already had all his millions of dollars right over into a Cuban account already. I already put everything over there that I did have millions to live off of. I'm going to go over there and become a political refugee. A hidden citizen. They can't do nothing. And that's what a lot of Americans don't understand. They don't want to. Feeble-minded motherfuckers. Everybody's dead. See, if you're hip to the game and you know how to do this shit, you could. Same thing like some people who don't claim their insurance claims. If you don't believe me, follow that trail too. Certain people haven't. I ain't gonna mention no names because I don't want people getting me, but yeah, the flat earthers and the conspiracy theorists out there to get on me and be like, Jay, you're full of shit. Am I? Is the old Jay full of shit? My eyes don't lie. You can clearly look into my eyes if you want, and you can see if I'm lying or if I'm telling the truth, anything. I'm not lying. I have nothing to gain. I don't want fucking tweets and shit, Tic Tacs. I ain't looking for that shit. I'm too old. Hell am I gonna gain from that? But what I will get is a few things changed in the history books. I'll get into a history book, and maybe, just maybe, because I don't have no beefs with nobody. I ain't starting no wars, no nothing. So I'm good on that front. So maybe, after I build my pyramid, well, I can't build a pyramid. I can't get the apartment to build that high. So what we do is we buy the land, but they never said I couldn't build long ways on the floor. Like NASCAR lines, just square. Like the ones on the floor. We'll just make them like the first one 10 acres, the middle one 8, and the little tip one 6. And we'll make them just like Orion's belt lined up. And then next to that motherfucker, this is where actual like math, because this is all going to be geologically laid out in Florida. We're going to build a celestial calendar. Those of y'all who don't know what a celestial calendar is, it's like Stonehenge, an exact replica of Stonehenge. Granted, I'll get a permit for that because that's not as big. I can replicate the boulders, shit like that. That will stand. Yeah, dude. And then on each little piece, because my shit will be fenced off, I'll have my little neighborhoods all in there. It'll look like a mini microchip. My shit's gonna be set and decked out, and that's the thing. I'm doing what I'm doing now, not for clout. I don't care. Maybe I might ask people for help because my idea is solid, really solid. I mean, dude, I'll get in my history books. It's like Noah building his ark and shit. No, they can lie all you want to, but when you do it, you'll always go down in history. But anyway, I'm gonna end this because, like I said, I'm walking. It's been 16 minutes already, so tired, but all right, I'll hit y'all up. I love people, y'all be good to your people, because they say don't waste your time if that's all you got, but that's all humans actually do have, man-made time, and you're borrowed on it, because you're not guaranteed tomorrow. I wasn't. Well, I was 2 times. I'm not crazy like that. But anyway, yeah. Just everybody be cool. And that's all. I gotta go. Like I said, it's getting late. I could talk to you all day about cool shit, but nobody would listen. I make these videos so other people watching can be like, dude, you know what? Maybe he is a cocky, whatever, but at the end of the day, I got good messages from him. Be good to your people, Don't worry about what other people think. Don't worry about what other people say about you. You know what I'm saying? Because throughout your whole life, and this is the truth, until you become your own boss, some other asshole, probably younger than you, is going to make more money than you, telling you what to do. Until you become the master of your own destiny. And I know it's hard, but you start up your own business. But with that being said, they're like me. I don't make a lot of money. Hell no. But I'm rich enough. And when I say that shit, that I'm rich enough, I mean, I got my apartment. I got some nice stuff. I have now good people in my life, because I've done things and I accepted things, and you can too. You just gotta stop fucking around. Life's too short for that. You gotta, oh man, I have dreams, I have aspirations, Jay. Why aren't they coming true? Because you just said it yourself. You have dreams. Stop dreaming. Wake the fuck up and go out there and just do it. Take life by the balls. I ain't saying hurt nobody, because that's wrong. We don't hurt nobody. And I told y'all again how I feel on my principles. You don't get drunk. You don't hit people. You don't fucking steal. You don't do none of those sins. You help people. You do nice shit. A lot of people go to church on Sunday, but then they forget about Jesus, the rest of the days, 6 days. And you can't do that. If you're going to claim Jesus as your savior, you got to do that shit every day. You can't even say, oh, well, I believe in God, but I don't talk about Jesus. I don't like Jesus. You're faking anyway. Because in order to go to God, you have to have Jesus first. And I'm telling you all this for a reason, because I died. And when I died, I lost my grandma. I lost things. I lost everything. And it sucked. I had to be humbled. And I told people my story. So other people don't have to do this. If you're in need and you're depressed, you need to reach out and just talk to somebody. Even if they don't want to listen, talk anyway, because somebody's bound to overhear you. And you never know, man. That person who reaches out just to say hello might be somebody that you needed in your life, so you didn't take that fall and hurt yourself or hurt anybody else, because I've been there. I was going to do it. And when I found Jesus, I know it sounds stupid, but I was able to, stop and be safe for a minute and get things to where I can help people. And now that I do it, I'm blessed, for real. Like I said, I got all my teeth. I dress well, got my BioLife shirt on and everything. But yeah, I dress well. Like I said, I got Jordans on my feet. I do all right, and I'm not bragging. I'm just saying that anybody, if you're homeless, if you're down, all you have to do is have one good friend, just one, to be like, I don't care if you want to go to space and be Elon Musk and shit and fucking, and you hang out with aliens. You just need one good friend who's gonna say, I believe in you, bro. I believe in you so much, dude, that you don't have to show me. I'll give this to you. We could do it together. I never had that. But anybody watching this video, if you're down and you have any cool ideas that you want to do in your life, you want to go back to school, hit me up. Shit, I'll pay for that shit. If they're dead ass serious, I'll get you the computer, whatever. I'm just talking to people as a whole because I'm only one person, Matthias. And then I can help you if you're willing to help yourself. But you gotta meet me some way, and I'm all about that. I'm not gonna give you everything, but I'll give you enough seeds that you can grow your own garden and ideas to plant for your destiny. Because I believe in that shit. I didn't have it. My family still to this day, I love my brother Lewis, and I'm not talking shit, but this motherfucker said, and I quote, I'll tell you what, Jay, if you get a loan for the land I want, it's like $80,000. Oh, but that's for a lot of land. That's like 15 acres. But if you do that, I'll do it, and I'll get a piece of land. Why would you do that? Why not say, hey, if you get the loan, bro, I'll help you build on it. We can get the solar panels. We can use my tractor to make a fucking big ass hole so we can fill that bitch with fresh water. Pumps, sterilization systems. Dude, think about it. We can make a fucking oasis right there. Something that Jacques Cousteau would be fucking proud of. And these people don't want to get behind me. I'm dead ass serious. And I'm literally like, I'm Da Vinci in it. The only thing I haven't done yet was cut open a body. But yeah, dude, I've done everything 3 times. And I keep doing these things over and over. Every time I fall, I get back and I do something really cool. My nursery, I did that. I'm also a masonry. I know how to put down the pavers and fuck with cement like that. Really good stuff. I learned them trades. Saltwater, you name it. Nobody else wants to ever join me, and it sucks. Because maybe it'd be fun. I mean, my mom's doing it now. And I gotta get a bird now so I can have that in common. Gotta get a loud ass little bird. That's another story. We'll see how that works, but I might do that, dude. Get me a little bird. Be nice to pay him the pet bird in the house. I don't know, but shit, see, I walked. And that's why everybody's like, Jay, what's up? Bitch, I'm older than you. I'm almost 60, whatever. And I'm walking. I ain't lazy. I was given a gift. And I ain't misusing it. That's some motherfuckers right there. Look. That's some motherfuckers right there you gotta watch out for. You see them black trucks, them bourbons? Motherfuckers like that you gotta worry about. That's the only shit that scares me. Motherfuckers in black trucks like that, or them police. Look at him, he's sitting right. Look, I don't know. See him up there? I'll tell you when the truck is right next to him, but the police right there. Like that, man. But yeah, it's early, but exercise is good. You gotta get out there and do it. Eat healthy too. I tell everybody it's okay to eat as much as you want, but fast in between. If you eat really good today, try not to eat tomorrow. Oh, seriously, dude. Eat fruits, yogurts, shit that'll give your body energy. Sleep that shit off, because you gotta have some rest. You gotta. Most people don't do that, and it kills their body. But you gotta be give and take on everything. I'm home. Get the key out. Make this tea. So yeah, man, I want my tea. I worked hard for this tea. I'm hungry too, so Alright, let me stop this. I'm home.